his retirement from all international cricket. He was a part of England's World 2020 winning team, and it's something of a surprise that he's decided to stand down. Pakistan name an unchanged team, no surprise there either, given their success on Friday. Lovely, lovely from James Anderson. What a way to start, just amble in from the pavilion end and get it to move up the hill. Oh, that's just the job from Mohammad Hafiz.
That's a wonderful time shot. Tim Bresman will be saying, why did I pitch it short?
Jeez, this is brilliant from Anderson. He's had such a good rhythm through the one-day series. It just seems to ease into the wicket. It's such a short boundary. Again, just a touch inconsistent from Bresnan. Doesn't quite carry the second slip. And unusually, Graham Swan doesn't stop it.
Well, in the end, I'd say Cameron Akmal has played that well, because the ball has just gone up the hill. He's left him. Good seam position from Anderson.
And again, England beat the bat. It's about time they found the edge of the bat, and it flew to slip, I reckon. Cameron Akmal.
Amazing blow over deep mid-wicket. Just timing from the little Pakistani wicket-keeper. It's a pretty good pick-up too, my goodness. Both batsmen profiting from balls which, well, in that case from Stuart Broad, it was a bit down the leg side, but again it was a reasonable length and just flicked away. That's a long boundary down there to the mound stand. Dream shot from Mohammad Hafiz. It was like he was facing the bowling machine there and just knew what to expect and just stepped into line, eased it through extra cover. Well, that's going to be 4. Collingwood in a valiant attempt to try and stop it at backward point.
I think we can now officially say this is a good batting pitch. The ease with which a couple of these strokes have been played right at the top of the ball's bounce is the clue.
There's a feeling that England are still in shock over the most recent allegations. They're certainly feeling hurt that their integrity is being questioned by the Pakistan chairman. Energy levels are down, there's a pull cast over the team's preparations, and not least they'll be thinking now, why are the cricketing gods smiling on the Pakistani batsmen and not on our bowlers? Certainly things haven't gone very well for England so far, and there was a story actually this morning that there was an altercation between Jonathan Trott and Wahab Riaz in the nets too, just to compound everything. That's complete miscue and a simple catch. So finally England have broken through, and Broad will feel vindicated by that. It was a good bouncer to Cameron Akmal. England have deserved that breakthrough.
This really was simply an attempt to unsettle Cameron Akmal and force an error, and it couldn't have worked better. Andrew Strauss takes the comfortable catch. And yes, I think Simon makes a fair point. An important boost at an important time for England, who are just looking a bit hangdog. It's 62 for 1.
Oh, that's a half chance, Michael Yardy. Yardy dived to his left, couldn't quite hang on to it. Good effort. Oh, he's done it again, Swan. A wicket in his first over. Brilliant bowling. Flighted it. He spun the ball. And Shafiq has paid the biggest penalty.
86 for 2 now, Pakistan, with Shafiq gone for 11.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant by Graham Swan. Well caught by Steve Davis, the wicket-keeper. Graham Swan has had a wonderful 12 months of cricket.
Well, it's quite something as well to outwit a player of Mohammad Yusuf's class and just trying his variations. That was a much quicker delivery that the batsman didn't pick up. Luckily, the wicketkeeper did. He knew about it. Generally, Yusuf's been disappointing for Pakistan in this series, and he's only made 3 this time as they declined to 94 for 3.
That is how quick it is up that hill to that short boundary.
There's 2 Pakistan batsmen trying to break the shackles. Swan and Yardy have bowled exceptionally well on this used surface. The ball has turned. On this occasion, Pakistan won a little battle.
Lovely 50 from a talented young cricketer. Not just with bat, but with ball too. There's an orthodox way to the way that Mohammad Hafiz goes about things. And he's made his mates very proud.
A watchful innings, hasn't been easy. New ball swung. Now the pitch is turning. 86 balls, 51.
It's a beauty. For placement and for power and for effect. "30 overs of the Pakistan innings have now gone, 132 for 3, with Mohammad Hafiz on 62 and Fawad Alam on 19. There's an old adage that you can double your score in the final 20 overs of an innings, so Pakistan would be thinking about around about the 260 mark. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll see that final 20. Welcome back to Lords, where the much beleaguered Pakistan cricketers are going about their business really quite effectively out in the middle. They've had an animated captain today, Shahid Afridi, who's still waiting to bat. 6 and over from here on in gives them 252, but I think they'll be looking for 8 and over. They've certainly got the stroke makers to come. That should be out. Yeah, sure is. Sure is. What a shame for Mohammad Hafiz. He couldn't resist trying to get a bit of Graham Swan, and Swan's a bit too smart for that, really.
The feature of his innings has been not trying to hit the ball too hard, caressing it really, more than trying to absolutely manhandle it like that. That was agricultural and a simple catch to Jonathan Trott. Results 137 for 4 now, with Hafiz gone for 64. Oh yes, the nemesis of left-handers has done another southpaw. Graham Swan, this time just skidding on with the arm, maybe going up the slope slightly, and too much for Fawad Alam.
10th over from Graham Swan, and he has figures of 4 for 27 with flight, dissection, extra bounce, spin. It's been an exquisite spell, a joy to watch it. Fawad Alam goes for 29, it's 155 for 5.
Last ball from Graham Swan, and it's been dispatched into the pavilion. Well, only Shahid Afridi could do that. It's been a memorable spell for many reasons, not least that. And Swan actually just holds his hands up and says, well, what else could I do?
I think that he's sconed that spectator.
The commitment to that shot, never mind the execution, was extraordinary. And actually the commitment to the catch was pretty impressive too, but it had rather painful results. He's nearly destroyed half the stand there. Brilliant shot from Afridi. That was the deft side of his batting. Just flicking that one from Paul Collingwood down to fine leg for a 4.
What on earth has gone on there? England have appealed. Paul Collingwood is appealing here for the run out. Absolute chaos has set on.
The bail doesn't come off there, and in fact the batsman was in. A bit of footwork from Collingwood didn't quite work.
Oh, good effort from Davis to no avail. 4 more. Stuart Broad, the bowler, hugely disappointed. That's in the air as well. Safe in the gap. And 4 runs. The captain, Afridi, is coming out here to make his mark. It's clever batting. It's in the air. He hasn't middled it. Deep mid-wicket comes in. Oh, a great effort by Trott. And Akmal lives on.
Went into orbit from Umar Akmal, and he just got maybe the angle of his run wrong there, but Anderson actually deserved a wicket with that excellent slower ball.
That's a 50 partnership between Afridi and Akmal. 38 balls. And Pakistan are now well set for a very competitive total.
Oh, that should be caught. They've got good hands, this England side. Andrew Strauss amongst the best of them. Massive relief to get rid of Shahid Afridi. 22 balls for 37, but it's the threat of Afridi that always lingers in the mind of a bowling and fielding side. Match-turning moment, maybe. He made 37, it's 209 for 6. Oh, another high opportunity for England that Stephen Davies will take comfortably. Sloppy stuff for Umar Akmal, the first ball of the power play, and 2 brilliant attacking stroke makers wasting their wicket.
You've got to ask questions about their thought process, this Pakistan lineup. They've just lost the captain 2 balls before the power play. In the very first ball of the last power play, Akmal, who had played so nicely, 21 not out, it's a ball straight up in the air. Would you believe it?
It's 210 for 7. Only 13 runs coming from 3 overs of the power play, when Pakistan seemed to have England by the scruff of the neck and were ready to shake them about a bit. Exactly the opposite has happened. Pakistan have lost wickets. England have bowled intelligently and got themselves not just back in the game, but probably at this stage leading it. It's a cracking stroke from Abdur Razak. He gets that left leg out of the way. Gives it a good old-fashioned bash through the offside. Even better. Even brilliant, actually. The best of the lot, and massive.
Not only the best of the lot, but one of the best of the summer.
Whoa, go, ball, go. Razak is lighting up the old ground. 19 already from this over, still a ball to be bowled by Anderson. One over turns the match. It's a good stop, actually, not a boundary, just a couple in it. But an over of 21. From a position where Pakistan must have wondered how on earth they'd messed it up, to a position where their bowlers truly have something to defend. He's going like a train, really. This is very hard to bowl to. You have some sympathy with Tim Bresnan now, it was James Anderson a moment ago. Where on earth do you set the field? It's just exceptional batting. Powerful and accurate and memorable. Over the top he goes this time. For 4 more. Incredible. There are quite a lot of Pakistan supporters in this good crowd here at Lords today, and they're just loving it. Throw caution to the wind, and you'll get things go your way. Oh, that's a gem of a stroke as well. This is one of the great periods of cricket. They'll never forget it, these youngsters.
Well, anyone who suggested this match should not have taken place, it's been worth the admission money today.
Last ball of the innings. And another. Phenomenal ball striking from Abdur Razak. 44 from 20 balls. Smiles wherever you turn if it's in a green shirt. 8 boundaries, 1 6, a strike rate of 220. He was out there for just 25 minutes and he lifted the roof off the place. And it's worth pointing out that Razak scored 40 from the last 10 balls that he faced, so at least he took a moment or two to get his eye in. 28 for Cameron Akmal, 64 nicely made from Mohammed Hafiz, and then 20s and 30s for Fawad Alam, Umar Akmal and Shahid Afridi. A difficult day for England in the end, though there were good periods in the middle. A wicket for Tim Bresnan, 2 for Stuart Broad, and an exceptional performance from Graham Swan, 10 overs, 4 for 37. England need 266 to win the game at a rate of a little more than 5 and over. Welcome back to a glorious sunlit evening here at Lords. Pakistan made 265 for 7, having won the toss and chosen to bat first. England need 266 to win it from 50 overs. That's a rate of 5.3 and over. The pitch looks good, and England are pretty fired up. Shoaib Akhtar with the first ball of the innings. And immediately Andrew Strauss picks the gap on the offside. First impression of the field tells you that Akhtar's going to bowl very straight. There's a very strong leg side field set. Well, that's a thrilling shot. Oh. There's a man full of confidence with a mission, one suspects, to sew the series up tonight. Hi, Kev. Where have you been? Who's your friend? Oh, and Jeffrey Archer too, look, just sipping his soft drink. And Andrew Strauss again, this time gloriously orthodox, off the back foot with a straight bat. Wonderful stuff.
Peterson would have certainly enjoyed that.
And now that'll go for 4-2. This is a near perfect start by England. And that goes for 4-2. But this time, a battle won by the bowler. At least a moral battle. Strauss is playing with such confidence. Must be a wonderful feeling. He's obviously right in the zone. It's clear that he has a point to prove here. He's an extremely angry man today. Out! No ball! Not out! Whoa, talk about a dramatic moment. Particularly in the world as we know it today. Everybody stunned. 22,000 people at Lords, confused and amazed.
And it's no balls at Lords, which are the talking point again. Here we are, a regulation catch. In fact, a pretty good catch by Cameron Akmal, who's not the most reliable behind the wicket, but it doesn't count. That's 4. That's very, very neatly played by Strauss. It brings up the England 50 in only the 8th over, and Pakistan at this stage 27 for no wicket. So England really surging ahead. Crash. 4 runs to Stephen Davis now through the offside.
It's the placement that's so good with this shot. Yes, he's timed it nicely. To get it through the offside field is a real skill.
Oh yes, that's nonchalant from Andrew Strauss, and England off to a flyer. 62 for no wicket off 9.1 overs. Well, if he hits, that was close. I wonder if Strauss would have made his ground. He was out. Lucky escape. That's just gorgeous. That's fantastic footwork, beautiful bat work, easing it through square cover, and that's the 13th boundary in less than 10 overs. Oh, that's close though, maybe, and no. Oh, there was a nasty moment there where the umpire just nodded his head, Richard Kettleborough, and probably Strauss thought the finger was going to come up.
Cool, how has he given that not out? That has hit halfway up middle stump, pitched on. Can only assume that umpire Kettleborough felt it had pitched outside leg stump. Beautiful batting from Andrew Strauss to bring up his 50 of just 50 deliveries. It's his 8th 4, and the captain of England is in the form of his life.
It's only half a job done as far as he's concerned. There's a match to win. England need 170 further runs to win it, and there's 100 to make.
Stephen Davis, you played so nicely. And now you're walking back to the pavilion, out for 49. We must praise the bowler side, Ajmal.
Well, it's by no means a game of perfect, and I think he's played enough exhilarating strokes to tell us he's got a great talent. Nice 49 from Davis. It's 113 for 1.
Oh, that's a big shout, big shout. But umpire Doctrove saying not out. Shahid Afridi as captain, following through halfway down a pitch. He can't believe it.
Hawkeye suggesting that on another day an umpire might have gone with them, but that is only just glancing the top right-hand corner of the set of stumps. Oh, it works for Afridi. Yep, that's his battle. It's not Trott's. It's Pakistan's moment. They're back in it big time.
They certainly are. Jonathan Trott, who just got a bit stuck, really. He does have trouble getting the ball away early in his innings, and that one just slid in down the slope. So Trott out for just 4. England now 125 for 2.
Ian Bell's first ball. Oh, they ask for LBW. It's a good call, and it's not out. Way. Bell here because of the 100 he made the other night for Warwickshire to win the 40-over trophy against Somerset.
Well, he might have creamed the Somerset bowlers to all parts, but this is a different matter. This is a different situation. That one, though, missing leg. Good decision.
Out. Good catch. Now Strauss has gone. If you thought they were alive a moment ago, they're alive and kicking now. What a game, what a night in London.
That was a pretty good catch by Fawad Alam too. A pressure catch. Strauss, who'd been starved of the strike for a while. It was just a little bit of impatience, but it was there for the shot. Just got underneath it slightly and sliced it to that delighted fielder at backward point. And a glum face from Andrew Strauss after a fine innings.
England have only scored 13 runs in the last 5 overs. There's the kind of pressure they feel under. Strauss made 68. It's 127 for 3 with a further 139 needed. It's the first time that international night cricket has come to Lords, and it's a glorious evening for it as well. England needing a further 139 to win this 4th NatWest One Day International. The rate 5.7 and over, and they've just lost a couple of key wickets. It's very tense here at headquarters. Oh, what a delivery first up to Paul Collingwood. Brilliant from Akhtar at pace, 93 mph. Oh, great stop. It's what happens when these games of cricket sway in momentum. You suddenly find people doing things they wouldn't otherwise dream of. Good touch from Ian Bell. We haven't had a boundary for 13 overs. So to some degree at least the shackles are broken. Bell is in touch, he knows this pitch. This is the pitch on which they played that match on Saturday. He was the match winner then, can he be again?
That's out. And that's Umar Gul again, repeating what he did at the Oval. Fantastic fast bowling with the old ball, and just too quick and too straight for Paul Collingwood, who looked completely at sea.
He never found any rhythm at all, Collingwood. He missed the last game through illness. He's had a pretty tough summer. And Umar Gul with the old ball is a real handful. And tonight, he was too good for Paul.
149 for 4 now, England, still needing 117 to win. That's 4 runs. Lovely deflection by Ian Bell, who just has a lot of time to play the ball, and Gould going for the big in-swinging Yorker, but if you get it slightly wrong it can cost you. Oh, he's crashed that through the offside. Owen Morgan, is this to be his night? 61 in a losing cause at the Oval. That's a fine way to start.
Oh, is that going to be the crucial drop? Difficult to the captain, Shahid Afridi, but a catch he should have taken. Owen Morgan, such a dangerous player for England, a renowned match winner. Well, England just need a little bit more than just these singles. It's 169 for 4. The rate has crept up to just over 7. That's not what England wanted, but just what Pakistan did. Ian Bell played nicely, but the pressure was just building up. They bowled well, Pakistan, they fielded well, and England now are in deep, deep trouble.
Pakistan have played supreme cricket in the last hour of this match. Against players in form, quality players such as Bell and Morgan. They've made it very difficult for them to break away, and well they might celebrate, and their supporters in the ground who are having a great night. They're on their way to winning this match and they can sense it. Bell goes for 27. It's 171 for 5. Some side spin and an appeal for a stumping that Richard Kettleborough will ask for assistance with. Pakistan have got very little to go sideways. The amount of overspin on the ball has been spectacular. The ball hitting the splice from the spinners, and that's why it's so hard to score. That looks like Yardi has got his toe grounded and will be okay. 10 overs of this run chase remain. England are 182 for 5, so they need a further 84 from 60 balls. Owen Morgan is going about his work in an undemonstrative way. He knows that if he's in at the end, England almost certainly win. So the key is to someone at the other end take the risk for him. There may have been a case for Tim Bresnan, who's such a good striker, being in before Yardi. As it is, there's a point at which Michael Yardi would have to make a decision about when he goes for it. Broad, Swan, Anderson, they can all bat. Somebody has to stay there with Morgan if England are to win. The Pakistan inner sanctum are together. Because of the power play, Afridi's got good options with his bowlers, so he can choose between. There we go, there is the power play confirmed. We now have a period of 5 overs where only 3 fielders may be outside the inner ring. It's caused some amusement up there. Let's hope that's still the case from England's viewpoint in 5 overs time. Well, he'll give Morgan some credit for being brave enough to try it under a bit of pressure. It's his stroke. Oh, he's found the spot there. Good, powerful hit. Morgan set himself up in readiness to attack that short boundary. No, he got him. Shoaib Akhtar is the man. And doesn't he love it? Back into the attack. Hasn't been strong in his second and third spells throughout this series, but he does the job for Shahid Afridi here.
Excellent bowling from Shoaib Akhtar. Changed angle, came around the wicket, crowded out Michael Yardi. Yardi trying to run the ball down to third man where there was no fielder. All he could do was get an inside edge onto his leg stump. Pakistan are dreaming of winning this game. England are now 197 for 6.
Oh, gone. Just needed a hit. Simple as that. Bresnan stranded. He had no idea where that ball had gone. That'll do. Umar Gul is the man this time. Oh, this is wonderful bowling. It's accurate, it's full of pace and power, but most of all, it's got passion. Real passion from this Pakistan team tonight.
And I just think there's a hint of Waqar Younis about that delivery. The Pakistan coach, he would have been proud of that, watching that on the Pakistan balcony. Late swing, real pace as well, and great direction. And what a celebration. Senses that the job is nearly done for Pakistan. Umar Gul, he's doing the same job as he did at the Oval. England now 205 for 7.
Oh, dropped it. A sprawling half chance that Afridi nearly pulled off. Graham Swan lucky. It's the sort of thing that on another day Afridi will pull off. He's dropped 2 tonight, most unlike him.
It's funny how the ball's followed him. He's obviously got a problem with his right hand. He's been ringing it quite a bit, and it's just gone into it and out.
I'm afraid that could be the end for Owen Morgan. Yes, Mohammad Yusuf clings on in a moment where all Pakistan had their hearts in their mouths. What a performance this has been with the ball. Surely now this is too big a mountain for England to climb.
Well, a strange dismissal really from Morgan as well. It was a full toss from Shoaib Akhtar. He was trying to hit it out of the park and he just got it high up the bat. Sometimes a full tosses are pretty hard to deal with. It was a good catch by Mohammad Yusuf in the end, the older statesman in the Pakistan team, and well, they're pretty pleased about that, I think. Disappointment for Morgan, but yeah, in the end he just sort of ran out of support. 28 for him, 211 for 8. England still need 55.
There's a good stroke. 4 runs for Graham Swan to lift a few English spirits around the place. Every time that Shoaib Akhtar's been a little bit wide tonight, he's flown around the park. When he's bowled straight, he's been almost impossible to bat against. He seems to be battling a bit with a side strain. Clever, slower, clever, too good. What a cricketer Umar Gul is under pressure in one-day cricket. He won him the game at the Oval, and with Shoaib Akhtar he's doing the same here tonight.
In fact, he won Pakistan the World 2020 title in 2009 as well, with bowling of this quality. When you're facing a 90-mile-an-hour Yorker and then you get one of 75, you're through your shot too early. It's beautifully crafted wicket, the versatility he shows and the way he drives the initiative home, sensational. 224 for 9 England, the last rights are upon them, still 42 to win.
Pakistan win, and they win well, and they couldn't be happier. These are difficult days for the game, and these cricketers are at the centre of everybody's attention. But they've defied the odds, they've won back-to-back, they've levelled the series. They've been led imaginatively by Shahid Afridi, and Umar Gul has been brilliant for them at the death. Fantastic scenes here. It's been a beautiful evening. The match has had a little bit of everything, not least a brilliant defence of a total of 265, set up by that extraordinary onslaught at the end from Abdur Razak. England bowled out for 227. Andrew Strauss made 68 and Stephen Davis 49. They put in 113 for the first wicket. You couldn't help but think England might cruise to victory. Not a bit of it. Pakistan fought like the Tigers that they are. 3 for 59 for Shoaib Akhtar. He was spectacular at times tonight. 4 for 32 for Umar Gul, brilliant again. 2 for 31 for Saeed Ajmal. He's really the linchpin, if you like, of that bowling attack, and a wicket there for Shahid Afridi. So Pakistan winning by 38 runs. Don't forget that assault by Abdur Razak. It changed the game, because in the last 2 overs of the Pakistan innings, a staggering 4